I was having a conversation earlier today with a minister friend, and she asked me about how Jewish religious tradition developed. It's so tactile, she said. It has so many beautiful rituals. How did it get like that? And I realized as I pondered her question how grateful I was to have a friend who would look from the outside in and ask me questions I don't often ask myself about who I am and what I'm a part of. And also that we have so many beautiful traditions in Judaism, so many special rituals, so many little artifacts, because, honestly, of our difficult history. Over the centuries, we've built grand buildings and enjoyed great works of art, accumulated wealth in our communities from time to time, but for the most part, we've had to leave them as we fled oppression from place to place. The things we've been able to take with us and pass down from generation to generation are often very small. A tallis, a kiddush cup, a challah knife, a prayer book, maybe something fragile like a Seder plate. Because we've had to leave so many places, because we've experienced such loss as a people, we've often been forced to ask ourselves in those moments, in every generation, what is enough? What is enough? This is such a laden question. What will suffice? It invites us to ask ourselves about our deepest held beliefs and priorities, to clarify how we want to live our lives, to really contemplate our mortality and our morality. The Western culture in which we live and the American history of which we are a part focus on a different idea. The idea, of course, of plenty, of a lot, of excess even, of grandeur. The idea of carpe diem, seize the day, take advantage of this opportunity, and do something remarkable with it. Manifest destiny is an attitude that expansion to the farthermost reaches of what is possible is right and desirable. Do a lot, have a lot. These are the marks of success that we point to in our modern Western American lives together. Judaism does not reject the idea of material wealth, and it does not diminish remarkable experiences. It does not embrace asceticism, but it does take a different view that is dissonant with these messages of bigness. Yes, life is to be enjoyed. All our ancestors, ancient and modern, were explorers in some way, and they sought a better life and embraced opportunity to establish themselves and to provide a more pleasant existence for their families. But enough is different. Enough is a state of being where true centeredness can be found. It beseeches us to ask those big questions about what we really want. So it serves as a lens through which we can truly know ourselves. In Judaism, accumulation and consumption are purposeful, not ever ends in themselves. To accumulate and to consume Jewishly, we must be aware of what we have and what we need, and also what others have and what others need. In the Torah this week, Miriam, Moses' sister, is struck with an illness. And Moses utters in response to this illness 5 short words. El na rifa na la. Oh God, please heal her. It holds the title, this little utterance, of being the shortest prayer in the Bible. What could have been more beautiful, though? More meaningful than Moses' 5 words. In their enoughness, they not only brought healing and comfort to Miriam in the story, but they have been a vessel through which all our healing prayers have been offered throughout our people's entire history, as they are the inspiration for the Misha Berach that we just prayed together, simplicity and brevity. Rashi, our great Torah commentator, examines this powerful moment in the Torah and Moses' short words. He asks the question that we all might ask. Why did Moses not pray at length? Rashi's answer, in order that the Israelites should not say, his sister is in trouble, and he stands and offers long prayers. Rashi goes on to offer another explanation, a different one. He did not pray at length so that the Israelites should not say, on behalf of his sister he prays long, but on our behalf he would offer no long prayer. This midrash gives a wonderful texture to the Jewish idea of having and being enough. Why should we cling to the idea of enough? Because we should have something. Thank God that Moses said those 5 powerful words. Thank God for the talitot and the Kiddush cups and the Seder plate. Thank God that we have these Torah scrolls. These gestures, these artifacts, these possessions are gifts in our lives, and they create opportunities for true and elevated joy and connection. And why should we cling to the idea of enough? Because others have needs too. If Moses had prayed so long for Miriam, a prayer he could never have emulated for anyone else, those around him would feel abandoned. And if our quest for consumption and accumulation for possession is all we care about, we will eclipse others from our sphere of concern and will be in danger of viewing our lives as a zero-sum game in which it's either us or them. Judaism has many rituals. It has many beautiful traditions. And it also has a spiritual value system that can be such a relief and a comfort in our hardest times. We don't have to carpe diem. Carpe an hour. Sanctify a moment. Celebrate an opportunity to share an embrace or a good laugh. That is enough. Our manifest destiny doesn't have to be to overspread a continent. It can be to build a sturdy shelter over the ones we love, take care of our neighbors in need, and enjoy a great view once in a while. That is enough. And at the end of our days, let it be said about us, not that we had everything, that we saw everything, that we did everything. Let it be said that we had, that we saw, that we did, and that we were enough. Shabbat shalom.